Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's MG Phenom, and this is another episode of Trash Talk. And I got a confession to make. I know we're only a couple games into the playoffs, but already, I am frightened by the Thunder.
What's up, basketball fans? Cassidy Quinn here, and this is my NBA playoffs Trash Talk. So it is extra trashy. We'll start off with the Thunder, because that one's always better to start with. I mean, let's be real. Before this series even started, I'm sure the Rockets got a phone call saying, Houston, we have a problem. Your rocket ship is going down because there's a thunderstorm coming. The Thunder is hijacking this rocket ship and blasting off to Championship Planet.
The Thunder looks scary good. Without James Harden, even then, they look scary good. Reasonably certain that the Rockets win maybe one game in that series.
To the OKC, I'm actually really surprised that they're withholding the Rockets, especially after the Rockets being the #1 scoring team the whole entire year. So, you know, it's kind of a good series. And talking about good series, man oh man, Denver and Golden State. I just really want Steph Curry to like go ballistic and blow a hole in Denver's confidence right now. Cassidy with the OKC, man, seriously. Oh man, Cassidy, you are lucked out that your team is practically the best team in the NBA.
Now to the Celtics, who are playing the Knicks in this first round, and the Knicks haven't won a series in the playoffs since 2000. I mean, with all the spirit that is coming out of Boston right now, you don't want to mess with them at home.
So as you guys probably know by now, my Cleveland Cavaliers did not make the playoffs again this year for reasons unknown. So I'm forced to go to my #2 team, the Boston Celtics. Now Boston plays the New York Knicks in the first round, and with Carmelo Anthony coming off his first ever scoring title, it's not looking too good for Boston to come out of the first round. I'd like to see Boston take it to 7 games because I like Boston's chances in a game 7, but realistically, it's probably going to be the Knicks in like 5 or 6.
Plus, I think since many of the Celtics are older and wiser, they're pretty good at, you know, restructuring and figuring out their strengths and weaknesses, and they might lose the first game or 2, but they will improve after that because they're good at learning. Plus, Jeff Green. Just saying.
Boston is feeling our pain. Man, oh man, the Spurs. The Spurs are, I really can't say anything right now because they're older than the Lakers, yet they're beating the Lakers. So, Spurs, man, the Spurs, they're getting to me. They're just getting to me. They're grinding my gears.
And I'm a sports fan, I'm a Spurs fan, and how sweet it is. Game 1 that goes to the Spurs, and no, we didn't really tell you guys this just yet, but me and Christian have a bet going on for the following day after each of the Spurs-Lakers series games, which hopefully will be a sweep. The loser must wear the other team's colors, which I'm emphasizing. I really hope it is a sweep for the Spurs because if I lose, I have to wear this. It is, yes, it is indeed. Nick Van Exel.
And on the Western Conference, we have Christian's Kobe-less Lakers against Matt's Spurs. And Christian, I kind of think this is a winnable series for you guys. I'm not going to make any predictions as to how many games it's going to go, but I like the Lakers' chances against the Spurs. I think they match up well.
So somehow the Lakers managed to sneak their way into the playoffs. I don't really know how that happened, but it's not going to last long. But Tim Duncan on the Spurs, who is old and does not have a Twitter account, nor has ever intends to have one, so he is focused, and I think that's gonna work for them. I think if Ginobili keeps playing, the Spurs will keep winning. Obviously, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for the Spurs. Sorry, Christian.
I am so glad that the Spurs are somewhat healthy. Obviously, the big fundamental is key to all 4 of those Spurs championships. So I think we go deep in this playoffs. I think we really do make a really good push, especially with Ginobili getting a really good amount of time to rest before the playoffs and all that. The abundance of international talent along with that Thiago Splitter.
The Lakers are currently losing to the Spurs and are about to go 2-0 in a series, which is obviously something that I don't want to say at all. I called it. I guess I called it because I just knew nothing was gonna happen without Kobe, and I guess it's happening. Sadly, it's something I didn't want to happen, but yeah, I guess I have to wear another gray shirt tomorrow.
Los Angeles Lakers basically looked like a royal blue and gold version of the Orlando Magic. Dwight Howard just kind of is playing for a coach that can't win playoff games, and he's never really been able to win playoff games. And now the Lakers are without Kobe. Thank goodness you have Pau Gasol, because if you're putting all your hopes on world peace, I look forward to seeing Christian wearing silver in like every video through the rest of the Spurs-Lakers series, hopefully. Because that is a really ugly Lakers jersey, man. I'm sorry, it's just so ugly.
I really don't want the Lakers to lose this series though. I think playing here in LA again, it will give them confidence somewhat, and hopefully Kobe could go to a game or so to like motivate them and stuff. So I really want the Lakers to go to the next round and ruin Matt's plans about sweeping the Lakers.
Now Miami, to put it in the most cliche way possible, the Heat are on fire. I mean, if LeBron hadn't worn that ridiculously hideous grandpa sweater during his post-game interview after game 1, I might actually be a little worried that they would be heading towards the championship right now.
I really would like to see the Pacers make a good push in the East this year. Miami Heat are looking pretty scary. I don't want to say at this point that we're going to end up with a Miami Heat versus Oklahoma City Thunder finals again. I guess in the East, the team that I see having the best chance of actually pushing past the Miami Heat would have to be the Knicks. And that pains me so much. I'm just really not a Carmelo Anthony fan.
I would like to see the Knicks beat the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals, but after that I don't really care who wins as long as it's not the Heat. I just like to see each round, whoever plays, the Heat are going to be my favorite team, because I really like to see the Heat lose. I would really, really like to see the Heat lose.
Eastern Conference, I really don't care that much about the Eastern Conference because I know ESPN is only talking about Miami Heat. I really want the Pacers to get through. The Knicks, I mean, if there's a team that's gonna beat Miami, it has to be the Knicks, especially with Carmelo and the way he's motivated to actually do something this time. So I really want that to happen. Milwaukee is gonna get swept, definitely. I don't even know why Brandon Jennings opened his mouth. Brooklyn and Chicago, I think that's gonna go all the way to Game 7.
So fingers crossed that LeBron's poor fashion choices make him play worse.
Playoffs without the Lakers is like watching like a blank TV with no popcorn.
I'd like to see the Pacers come out of the first round. As far as who's going to win the championship, I see the two #1 seeds on each side being head and shoulders above the rest of the competition, meaning that it's probably going to be a repeat of the Heat and the Thunder this year, but I'm really hoping for a different outcome.
Here's my predictions on who is going to make it to round 2. OKC, the Celtics. Chicago, the Spurs. The Nuggets, the Hawks. The Clippers, because only one LA team can make it past the first round, and it's not going to be the Lakers this year. And Miami.
Cassidy, best of luck to your team, the Thunder, until we meet against you guys. We might have to do some kind of a blue versus silver thing, I don't know. Until next time, some more trash talk coming to you on the Sports Room. I'm MG Phenom, and, well, I'm not so scared of the Thunder anymore.
That's all I got for this week in the Sports Room, and we will be back next week with another video. So stay tuned.
Go Thunder, don't go Lakers, and LeBron, keep making those fashion choices, and I'll see you guys next time.